So when it makes sense to stop the action, objection is overruled, move on. Should be quick. I don't know, because I don't know, haven't heard the witnesses yet. Motion denied. We don't go backwards. At 1 o'clock, but at 1 o'clock, we're just getting started for a witness. We're probably not going to do that. We'll give you a break. But if you decide, I'll get to you in just a minute. If you decide you want to work through lunch, and then you decide, all right, we didn't think we were going to work through lunch this far, we got to get a break in here somewhere. So we're going to let you determine those things.
So I have a 7-month-old, so I have the problem.
Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So let me just do this, put you on the spot. So do you think you want, we're looking at probably 2 witnesses, it sounds like. All right. Which should be quick. I don't know, because I don't know, haven't heard the witnesses yet. Do you want a lunch, or do we just need to give you a break? Do you want to leave for lunch? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's have a figure lunch.
Animals that live close.
1 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Does 1 o'clock lunch break? All right, and we'll see where we're at. Like I said, it might be 12:45 because we stopped with a witness. It might be 1:15. We'll shoot for 1 o'clock. Okay. All right. All right. So we're back on the record, gentlemen. Are we ready for opening statement?
We'll get you a private room 2 minutes.
We've got all kinds of space here.
Just gonna try to slide a piece of
Yeah. That's why I made that way.
Morning, everyone. Morning. So, like Judge just said, none of this is that something we have in mind. But what is going to be evidence is what you're going to hear from our smart gate comes and our officer. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about what that evidence you're hearing is. Now, not only Judge said the words, but the witnesses inflection, the way they're speaking. And she'll be right there. So you'll see it right there. She'll talk right to you. And you'll see the effects on her. Okay? And that's evidence. You can consider that. Now, what you'll hear from her is that she was working at Davis in the Department of Report. This was February 25th, 2024. While working there, that airport is in. While hearing them, you'll hear that she was getting off work. She walked to the parking lot where the employees park, and she was confronted by the dude. Now, she'll tell you how that interaction went. She'll say that the defendant came to her car, that they had verbal disagreement, physical. The defendant attempted to grab her, pull her away to his vehicle, and the defendant sought some vehicles. Now, at that point, she got into her car and drove over. Now, as she's trying to leave, the defendant, and you'll see a video from a security camera that shows these 2 cars. One driven by Marquita Thompson, one by the defendant. Now, the defendant's car is going to attempt to block him, keep it from moving. But as you'll see 1 car drive off and the defendant's car fall. Now, you'll also see some pictures. So you see a picture of where Marquita is. And she'll describe it. Now, I don't need to proceed. I know we went through this reasonable doubt. All of the burdens on the people, which is that's why I'm speaking first and once. Now, my burden is to prove that there was a prior domestic relationship. Marquita, the witness, will testify that they've been dating for 6 months. And so that's one. I always think of it as a check. So that first one, dating relationship. The next that there was some kind of violence. Now, as I've already told you, you're going to hear her testify that there was a slap. turn or hit it. And that violence, she didn't consent to it. She didn't want me. That would be called a battery. Or an assault battery, which the judge very. But that's proof that the domestic relationship, there was an assault and or assault. So thank you, I'm gonna come back up here. I think you find the defendant.
Mr. Starr.
So, I was born in 90, so I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. In the mid 90s, I had this friend named Des, and, one day he was telling me, he said, hey man, I got all these tapes from, songs from all these popular, artists of the 90s at the time. All their CDs, I got all their CDs. I was like, oh really? I was like, I really listened to them. Over the phone talking. He's like, okay, and I got you. He started playing one on himself. Dr. Dre, I said, oh, why do you do that, Dr. Dre? Started playing Tupac. Why do you do that, Tupac? Started playing other artists. You got all these CDs. You're right. You hear the song. And then the next day, I went to his neighbor's house. Named Curry. I'm telling Curtis, yeah, man, Desmond has all these CDs from his great artists, man. And Curtis said, man, he's lying. What he did was he recorded songs over the radio, the tour radio. He played it. He's not telling the truth. That parallels this situation. For someone to sing something, they may sound, hey, there may even be something that seems to corroborate whether it's similar to what they're saying by playing the songs over the phone. Oh yeah, I hear the song, that must mean the CD. You told me that the CD, you're playing the song with the CD. That's not the case. That's not the case in this. You're going to hear testimony. Saying that word testimony, evidence. You're going to hear it. And I believe there are doubts. And because there are doubts here, I believe you will come back, should come back with a verdict, not guilty. Now, one thing the prosecutor talked about, we didn't mention much about there are various standards, okay, to a criminal trial, okay? Well, term of conviction, one standard, that's beyond a reasonable doubt, right? That standard, out of all the legal standards, in both civil cases and criminal cases, is the highest standard, right? For example, police wanted to make an arrest, it needs probable cause. Probable cause is the standard, that's just the local standard, which is simply enough. You have enough information, arrest is a very low standard. In civil cases, someone gets into a car accident in order to prove their case in civil court, car accident, they gotta have a confluence of the evidence, right? That's a step up from probable cause. That's just simply more likely than not. Okay. Then more serious situations, say for instance a parent was being negligent children or not taking care of the children the right way, the state come in and try to take the kids away. That's in that case, what the state is trying to take the kids away is clear and convincing, which is a really high standard. But guess what? Beyond a reasonable doubt is higher than that. Because we want to make sure that it's beyond a reasonable doubt that this person that's charged with whatever crime actually did it beyond a reasonable doubt. So keep that in mind throughout the case, especially when you're delivering. I want you to listen closely, not only to the prosecutor's questions and the answers that are given, but also to my questions and answers that are given. And I believe that afterwards you'll have doubt, just like I had doubt back in the 90s that, yeah, this guy didn't have. These are seeds. I believe we'll have that doubt. Have that doubt after the come back. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Ready?
Yes, Judge.
Who's first?
Under first, Miss Marquita Thompson.
All right. Thanks, Gwen. Ms. Thompson, all the way up front, please. All the way up here. Watch your step on my ramp right here. Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth today?
Yes.
Have a seat right there. When you're ready, counsel.
Yeah. Thank you. Judge, your state line,
I'm sorry?
lines,
No.
and if you see the spell your name correctly.
Marquita Thompson, and they are KS. Felix.
Thank you. Now, do you know Mr. Arnold Mitchell?
Yes,
And how do you know that is?
we
For about how long?
I would say also.
Okay. So it's fair to say if you were to see that individual again, you'd be able to identify them.
Yes,
Now, if you could please point to them, identify them with some piece of clothing here.
hands on the registry.
Noted for the record.
Now, where do you work?
Oregon Exonerate.
And were you working there on the night of February 25th, 2024?
Yes.
Now, why don't you tell the jury? No, sorry. Is that rental car placed in the Metro Detroit Airport? And is that in?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why don't you tell the jury what happened?
I was staying off of work because I was busy. And I was walking to the employee park and that's where my car was located. And when I was walking to my car, I noticed arms hard that I remember behind my wheel.
Arnold. And no, sorry, we're gonna back up. Arnold, is that the defendant?
Yes,
Who you already done?
yes,
Okay. Now, you know his car. You can identify his car if you've seen it.
yes.
And what kind of car?
It is a Chevrolet Malibu.
What is that?
A Chevrolet Malibu.
And where did you see
It is a
it? Okay. Now, walk us through how you got to the car.
so he was asking me my basement. So I was walking from where the car was at to that was actually the S in the T road. That's where we come down just going off to the Henry parking lot. And it's right by where you come into the boy parking lot and my car was in the second grade.
Now, it is not the employee parking lot. Separated somehow?
Yes. It's actually separated by the it's I'm not managed things.
Oh, and you said you saw the defendant's car. What happened after you saw it?
And when I saw him, he was trying to get easy.
Now, were you expecting the defendant to show up? I know you were dating.
No,
So did he call you that day?
yes.
Did he?
So I said, I lost his number and he called from other numbers as well. And I was not every number that he called from.
Oh. Now, how did you know it was him? He was calling from what?
Because my answer was
Now, in any of those phone calls, did he say coming to work or picking you up at night. So were you surprised to see him?
I'm thinking that shoes.
Objection, speculation.
Response?
That's I. Now, were you expecting this?
No,
So, what happened when you saw him?
when I see, I was there, and he basically was trying to spit these girls into his car.
And how was he doing that?
He was showing me at me, and that's when the altercation came along when he hit me in my mouth.
And you said he hit you. Where?
Right here in my leg.
Now, for the record, you're gesturing to the top right of your leg.
Correct.
Now, how did that happen?
He was trying to spit for some reasons. He almost no, I was going to hit his lip. That was him, and he was not taking that final as an answer.
What did he say to you?
He was told that he was going to and take me to college, where some
So, what happened after? So you're saying after you said that one?
someone after he hit me, I felt this thing in my mouth. I didn't
And I'm sorry. What did he feel?
the same like shaking, my leg was shaking. I didn't know that it was swimming at that moment. But when I finally got free enough to get back into my vehicle to the car, that's when I felt sorry.
So you took off in your vehicle. Where did you go?
Well, at that particular time, I was driving on 94, and
So-
he was driving behind.
I'm sorry. So in the airport, sorry, the
Yes.
employee park.
Yes.
What happened after you got to your?
So after the car pulled off, and he was telling me close behind me, like he was trying to hit me, but he was driving really, really close to me. Like he was trying to hit
What was that?
me.
When was that? Is that as you're getting out of it?
No, this is when I'm going off out of the ace.
Okay. What else did he?
He was on my behind, and he was struggling me once a night.
And then what happened?
So I was able to get away from him, and I was riding up and down the streets. I called my children's father that as I seen that as I was also young in those moments. And when I called him, he had told me that he was following me, but I was trying to get away from him. And he told me that he'd meet me at my house.
And who is that again?
So
So did you go straight to your house?
no, I did not go. I just go around to be sometimes be there.
And was the defendant's vehicle trailing that turn?
It showed he was following me for a while, but then but I was not sure if he was on his way, like doing the detour and he had trying to pull up. So I didn't want to say this just went to my house without someone present.
And then did you contact the police at any time?
So then when I finally got home, I police hotline number, not the 911, non-emergency number. And we had, I didn't know how to go about doing it. So basically, I contacted everyone I had, and they told me that I had supposed to the info, police department, and probably because it was out of the jurisdiction where it's.
And so did you follow up with the airport?
Yes,
What did you do then?
I leave that in the next morning.
And did you make contact with the office?
Yes, I went down to the airport police and also the officer. He took pictures to the report.
Now, did you take? Now, I'd like to approach this. What's been marked people's proposed exhibits 1 through 4. Oh, sure. Your Honor, may I approach?
Sure.
Now, can you look at People's Exhibits 1 through 4? Tell us what these are. You can read them.
This is the picture of me.
And I'm sorry. So they're marked on the back. So why don't you start with number 4 and tell us what that piece of paper is?
This is the picture of me. In with us.
And did you take that picture? When did you take that?
I said the picture was the same night. And the reason why I'm the last because I said I wanted to watch her.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of what your face looked like that night?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move to the next picture. Can you check what the back of that picture is?
For me.
Okay. And what is that?
This is the same picture. Yes.
Okay. Can you recommend that picture? And is that a fair? And what did you?
This is the same way.
About how long after, if you can recall, when that picture was taken from the incident?
This is learning of this is the first years.
And I'm sorry. So number 4 taken 30 minutes later,
Yes.
and number 3 was taken when?
Right.
Okay. And is that fair and accurate? What you're facing about that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move to number 2. Is that number 2?
Yes.
Okay. And what's that?
This is the picture of
Is that a fair and accurate representation of what your lip looked like that night?
yes.
And number 1. And what is that?
This picture.
A different angle? Is that a fair and accurate representation of what that angle of your lip looked like on that night?
Yes.
And all 4 of those pictures you took that.
Yes.
At this time, Your Honor, I'm going to move for admission of people exhibits 1 through 4.
I'm gonna check. And that's, in terms of, what we need to know is, sure, that, any of the states, that, there are ways to do that. Especially if it's taken on cell phone, in terms of time stamp first. Any times to show exactly when, the whole state, as far as, taking it, any day, any time, potentially, so time step future. That's the best certified way. It's true, fact, taking.
Response from the people?
This witness claimed that is the picture that she took on the date and time of question. As the best evidence, that is the copy. I mean, the copy is good enough unless there's a genuine dispute to genuineness, which I don't. Is there a genuine dispute to the genuineness of when that picture was taken?
That's the problem.
Your Honor, I think she cleared up by testifying that this is what it says it was when it was taken. So I think it survived as evidence.
Well, I think the best evidence rule requires there to be some other evidence that might be better than this. And right now, what I'm hearing is we don't know if there's any other evidence or not.
And I don't know. I mean,
Anything else, Mr. Starr?
I understand being own very important, obviously, taking out another, not just. I'm here to testify that. Based on the review that this was taken, this didn't come out.
Your Honor, if I may, I think that individual's on the witness stand is the person who was testifying. That is the picture that she took on that day. I mean, no one else took this picture, correct? So, Your Honor, I don't know what this is the best one. It's from her.
Objection is overruled. Move on.
So, are the exhibits admitted?
Yes,
I'd like to publish the fee, and if that's okay, Judge.
that's fine.
Now, we're gonna walk through these a little more closely. 'Cause I know you told us what they are, and what they seem to be. But now, just so the jury knows, number one, what is number one?
That is a picture of
And what do you see?
the
And where is that bruise? Is that normally what your lip looks like? Now, let's go to number two. What is that? Okay, is that at a different angle than we saw in number one? Okay. And what is that showing? Okay. And how did you get that bruise? Now, number three. How is number three different from number two?
It's just it's just
Okay, so number two is a close, or three is a close-up of two. Okay. And then number one, you said you're in your work. Is that correct? Now, and you said you took that 30 minutes after? And what do you see there? And I'm gonna take that from. Give me just 1 second, Judge.
Yep.
Your Honor, I have no further questions. I'm gonna just move to publish these to the jury. So here, I'm publishing to the jury exhibit 1-4. Take one back to court, look at them all, pass them down, make sure. And those will go back to the jury room with them, is that correct?
They will. Mr. Starr, your witness. Yeah, fine.
All right, good morning, it's Tom, right?
Yes.
Did you state a different last name? No, okay. Good morning, Ms. Thompson. My name is Attorney Trovia Starr. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. And, you don't understand the, answer, to the question, just say so. If you don't understand the question, say so. If you're confused about the question, just say so. If you don't remember or whatnot, you know, just say so. Okay, so that's the name of the game. Just say so. All right, so are you still an employee in Ames? Okay. And that night, of course, you said you were an employee coming off of work, correct? Okay, and that you were assaulted that night.
Yes.
And this happened at the Avis employee parking lot,
Yes.
airport. Okay. All right,
Here's where tension skyrockets. Our witness just got to her car, and the defendant is right on her tail. Every step matters. Notice the side of the car, the grab, the struggle. This is real-time evidence for the jury. Legally, these details establish intent and sequence, critical in assault cases. And those photos? Not just visuals, they're proof reinforcing her account. Think about it. If you were a juror, every tiny action here shapes your verdict. This is what courtroom drama looks like in action.
did this assault, did it occur as soon as you got to the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay, did how did Mr. Arnold approach?
He had me jump on the station. But he got on the car. He approached.
Did he run towards you? Did he walk towards you?
Yes.
Okay. I think you said well, when he walked towards you, you said,
He was saying that I was saying reading.
okay. And that he grabbed you after that, correct? Was he successful in grabbing you? You couldn't get that free. So when he grabbed you, you were under his control, you couldn't get free.
And
So was it a grab in a punch? So how did you get free?
because I was saying to move on, and he hit me to run away. So he looked me and that's when he just like stopped and then I was able to see. And I was the point when I just put in my vehicle. And I was
Now, do you recall told the police that so this didn't occur by your car.
yes,
It did occur by your car.
yes.
Did he try to prevent you from getting, well, in terms, prevent you from getting in the car?
No, I mean, and that's the way that in the vehicle and
Okay. So was this did this occur like in front of your car, on the side of your car,
so
rear of your car?
my car was parked in the park. He was behind. And this is my vehicle. He was behind like this. And when he got out of the car, he was on my truck side of my car.
Driver's side of your car.
Yes.
Okay, so if this was your car, let's be the driver's side, okay? Okay, he's tell me where is he exactly in the driver's side, like right by the door?
Not right by the end. By the end of the. But
Okay, so the end, not the front.
it's like almost like the end right here. Like this one vehicle.
Right.
In the park.
Okay, so driver's side door, driver's side passenger door,
It probably like this.
driver's side passenger. You're saying at that point, that's when he grabbed you, punched you, right?
Yes.
Remember which hand? Was there anybody else out there?
Not somebody.
Or does everyone be off at this time?
No.
Does everyone have shifts?
Yes. Usually that's when that's likely to have a lot of people around. It's not that busy. That's
Okay. All right, so grab, punch, he would have, well, you said he let go, is that right?
yes.
Let go, you open your car, and you leave. correct? Okay. And also, too, correct me if I'm wrong, you said at some point, you said something, Mr. Arnold said something about how,
Yes.
when was that?
He's in that, he's up me issue in his middle of his middle, and he said that basically his no work from work, and he said his own words. Rating me, he's taking it out.
Okay, so is that the answer to the question I asked in terms of what he was saying to you, like initially, or like, you get my question?
No,
Okay, so you say you approached the parking lot. I believe I asked if he was saying anything to you. Then you said that, correct me if I'm wrong. He said, come get your car, or something to that,
Yes.
correct? So is it at that time when he started talking about how and the rules and all that stuff?
yes. And not verbatim words, but it's only words sexual abuse. And he's gonna take me to,
So that was before the assault, correct?
that's right before it.
Okay. This right here from the time you get to your car, to the time he's saying all this, to the assault, alleged assault, you get free, you get it in your car. How long did that take? You can go in. Were you able to start your car? Of course, you have your phone
I did.
on. Are you bleeding?
Yeah.
Or do you know? Now, all these things that you testified to, you informed the police of this, correct?
Yes.
Probably did warrant Heights Police Department, correct?
It was nice to take my report.
Or they didn't take it for, so just the police in this case, right? The police, well, the officer that may be here you told him or her.
The airport was,
The airport police. So everything you testified to, just to clear up, told the airport police, correct?
Okay.
Oh, okay. They get about the I had nothing for you.
Redirect?
And redirect, Judge.
Right. Ma'am, you can step down. Watch your step on that ramp. Oh, questions? Thank you, Joe. Any questions for this lady? Okay, just, yep, yeah, show it to your attorney.
Okay.
Go ahead, take your time. Thank you. Another one, Mr. Chudinsky? Yeah. Joe, one more. Come on up, fellas, we'll talk about them all. Well. All right, folks, we've talked about the questions. We actually had one that was a duplicate. In no particular order, I'm going to ask the questions of Ms. Thompson. Ms. Thompson, at the time of the incident or prior to the incident, what was the status of your relationship with Mr. Mitchell?
I don't know.
Okay, so as far as you were concerned, the relationship was over prior to you seeing him at work. What did you use to take the photos that we've admitted in evidence? What device? Okay, and are those pictures still on the phone? Thank you. And why did you not call the police right away?
It helped me in this situation.
Thank you. All right, gentlemen, any follow-up questions for Ms. Thompson? For the people first.
Yeah. I know you said you don't remember how long it took from, start to end of, like, you get in your car, turn away car. How long would you say, it started, how long would you say it took from you seeing him and then you stated that you followed it too? So how long was all that?
I really
Okay.
Any follow-up? All right, ma'am, you can step down now. Well, any follow-up questions? Okay, now you can step down. Watch your step on my rant, please.
And I guess the witness fees is more subpoena.
Sure, you can take off.
Yeah.
You're-
Okay.
Feel free to stick around, but you are released.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. Watch your step.
Just one quick question. So on the pictures that she said she has on her phone, so they are time stamped and valid, correct?
We don't know that.
Why I'm asking? We don't need it.
We don't, and it doesn't matter because we're not going to reopen the proofs for the pictures. I'll explain that further later. Now you can leave. Who's your next witness?
The people are gonna call officers, which is
We don't go backwards.
when you made a report, did you notice anything on the victims?
Yes.
What did you know?
or top,
Do you recall what side?
I couldn't remember which side. So, wow.
Okay, but was it, what you saw, when she came in person, you saw them,
Yes, I did.
and then you saw the picture, correct? Do you know if that picture and the location you saw the person matched where the injury was? Right, I know.
Follow.
Sure.
You know, if there was any other swelling on the face, on the victim's face, outside of the where the just that's what I've seen. Just the look, right? That I can remember right now today, a year ago. And I know I asked about that in this book. Oh, did she describe the force of the punching? Or will be answered that he struck her with a close fist, is what she told me. She just made her hard up because it was she was struck. He grabbed her collar and struck her with a close fist. Did she say she lost consciousness? Oh, she did not. She didn't say that? I didn't put it in the report. And she said that's when she freed herself to get away. That's what she told me.
Oh, she can still, can we release him too? Oh, questions for the officer? Thank you, Joe. Questions for Officer Bush?
Pauses?
Yeah, we can do that. But do you have any questions for the officer?
Watch the video.
Okay, let's play the video.
Do we need to write our questions down?
Yeah, if you have questions, write them down. Just scribble it on one of those pages, rip it out. Don't scribble too bad though.
No.
Is the insertion filed into the municipal evidence or just the?
Just what you've seen.
Stu? Oh.
Mr. Sharp, I have to call you out. You're a man after my own heart. You're saving paper.
What did you say?
Saving trees.
He's frugal like me. All right. Officer Bush, 2 questions for you. Are there attendants at each gate? If you know. The employee parking lot.
There are attendants upon entry, not upon that exit.
Thank you. And is there body cam footage of Ms. Thompson's face or just pictures of pictures? In other words, did your camera capture her face the day you talked to her?
It should have it on there. I didn't review that.
Okay.
It should have it on there. Because anytime we take a report, I have to have the camera. It should.
Okay. All right. Any follow-up questions? All right. You can get back to your duties. Thank you very much. Be safe. Watch your step on my ramp. I'm sorry? Your silence was your answer. Thank you, officer.
Not a problem.
Where were you at before the airport?
Detroit.
Long time. How long?
Retired.
Retired.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're good on the stand. I like that. It wasn't your first rodeo. When you took your break, the attorneys and I were talking about some of the officers who have been on the force for years but have never sat in that chair. Officer Bush has sat in that chair before. Gentlemen, any other witnesses?
We're all set.
Oh, wait, this is.
Okay. All right, so let's talk timing. I can send you the lunch now. Then we could hash out all the final instructions and everything. So when you come back, we're ready to give you final instructions, closing statements, all of that stuff. Or we can take what's probably a short break now, give you some instructions, some closing arguments, that kind of stuff, and then send you to lunch. Or your call.
Maybe go on the short right now.
Flexible both ways. All right. You're okay, Mom? Okay, so let's do this. Let's give them a break. We'll go over final instructions and then we'll go right into closings. All right? Okay. Was there water in the fridge, by the way?
It's 3 left.
All right.
There's only 2 left.
All right. Is there any in the closet? All right. We'll get some more in the fridge. Go ahead and take them out.
All right, so Jared. And I'm assuming we're still not to discuss the
Correct.
I get some waters.
All right. Sit. You guys want a break before we start this?
Yes.
I was.
Waiting for the door to close? Yeah, we can do that. Just remind me when we get back on.
Also for the break.
Well, you want to make it? Let's do it now.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion with respect to verdict, pleading of prosecution as we first standing as a human being. The video has not shown, that fine, maybe this is what you saw, and it's second two, that no people have shown that it saw occur. That's the
Here, people in the election was favorable. We heard from two witnesses, one being Martina Thompson, who stated that they were in a dating relationship for 6 months, one of the elements we have to prove, and that, whilst exiting to her car, she was hit in the face by the defendant. We presented evidence of the bump on her lip, or spree on her lip, showed some kind of contact, and the line most favorable, she was a credible witness, and we've proven both those elements.
Mr. Starr, anything else? Motion denied. All right, let's take a break, then we'll talk about final instructions. Yeah. Thank you. Y'all good?
Hold on, that's what I'm saying.
And Fred said it's because we have to turn the TVs on.
How do you do that?
I guess there's clickers over here.
Oh,
Do that.
I didn't either. We'll have to try that.
They all came on.
I did too. Well, that makes sense. I guess there's a situation where you might not want those on.
I don't know, but there should never be. I mean, they would be able to see it here.
True.
I'll think really like.
So before we tell ladies for break.
Okay, yeah, they should work back.
Okay, so now you know where the switches are.
That.
All right, guys, if you go to final instructions.
So tech.
Yes.
These are like businesses.
You can't even appreciate this. In the old days, I used a trial notebook. And we had three ring binders for all the jury.
Yeah.
So it would take Paula like 30, 40 minutes to do the final instructions, make the copies, punch them, put them in the binder.
That for all 6 3 members.
Yeah. So the tablet is a lot nicer. All right, so you guys got it up? All right, duties of judge and jury. Presumption of innocence, burden of proof, reasonable doubt, defendant not testifying, evidence. Go through those. So far, I think it's all okay as written. I go fast, but feel free to slow me down. Page 3, credibility. I think that's all okay as written. Look at the elements of the crime, see if you're okay with that, the way it's written.
I would ask all students.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then, this testimony is that there was vandalism that took place.
So you want to delete reference to assault?
Yes, I feel like that could confuse the jury.
So I believe we just need to vandalism that.
Mr. Leckie,
I didn't.
take your time if you need.
And only in the square. Rather than punch in the face.
I think that's what the evidence came through.
I'm okay with it. I just don't know, because it is the standard for the domestic assault, and not every would assault and be domestic violence. If it is misleading and not for body.
Yeah, I think we can do anything we agree to. Yeah. We're gonna, oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna delete in the elements of the crime.
Now we're getting the law enforcement angle. Officer Bush confirms body cam footage and timestamps, solidifying the timeline. These details aren't trivial. They prove what happened and support beyond a reasonable doubt the gold standard in criminal law. Watch the judge manage the courtroom, keeping clarity while evidence unfolds. Every photo, every statement counts. This is precision in action. Jury or viewer, you feel the weight of every moment. It's legal storytelling at its finest.